Hi, today we'll be looking at Google Analytics and how you can look at how mobile is performing for you. So we'll look at one of the existing analytics data that we have. Once you have included the Google Analytics code in your website, you can find out various information about mobile from that very data. So you log in here and you make sure that you're receiving data. Just go down and see that it's not zero, some data is showing there, or you can go to real time and look at overview. So if you are on the website, you can see what data is available there. So for this example, you can see there are 4 active users on the site and all of them are from the desktop. So let's look at how mobile is performing. I go down to audience on the left hand side, and inside audience you'll have this tab closed as mobile. So look at mobile, go to overview. So this information on the top is what Google Analytics provides as a educative series. So till the time you have got used to Google Analytics, it's very handy. There are videos out here. For example, compare mobile conversion rates. You can read it up. There are videos out there. So uh, you can find a lot of information out here. But since I know this, I'll be closing this so that I can show this to you properly. So this is the information. It says total of around 20,000 visitors, out of which around 17,000 from desktop and around 1,800 from mobile and tablet. So look at this data. Now somebody would think mobile is not that important for this website because I have very less users who come here on mobile. But as I have always said, statistics lie. Let's look at more details. Let me go to devices. Now look at the data. Look at the kind of phones that people are accessing the website from. Now what is this website about? This website for which I am showing you the data is a software company with primary clients in the US. So look at the kind of phones that people are using to access this website. So these could be primary decision makers. So look at the kind of phones: Google Nexus 5, Apple iPhone.
So you can start that. This could be because that on this clip when
Yeah.
you can, so that time you repeat that sentence again so that we can edit it. You can continue. No, continue, sir.
Okay. Now look at this data. So they are all high-end smartphones that are here. Apple iPhone, Google Nexus 5, this Apple iPad after that. So look at what this website does. Now this is a software company with primary customers in the US, and see, these are just 388. Google Nexus 5 is 174, Apple iPad is 139. Compared to the overall 20,000 visitors that you have, these numbers are low. But just think of a use case scenario where this person is the CTO of the organization, and because this person is usually in meetings, usually not on his desktop, that is why he or she is accessing it from the iPhone. Now this person is the decision maker, and there are 400 of them, and any of them could give this company a multi-million dollar business. When you think of it from that perspective, you need to optimize the site perfectly for Apple. So if you see, not set is where we do not have information about that phone.
We do not have information about that cell that is contributed.
We do not have information about this phone, so it shows as not set. So If you leave that out, the first one is Apple, the third one is Apple again. So for Apple alone, there are more than 500, so more than almost close to 600 users just for Apple. So this website has to be optimized for Apple. Now there are a lot of other information that is available for mobile. For example, the device branding. So if I'm looking at only Apple data, see, I was trying to calculate it. Here it is, 527. Exact figure. 26% of mobile users are on Apple and the rest of them are on other Android devices. So that's the kind of data that is there. Service provider, this gives you the internet connection that the user has been using. So here I can easily segregate the users that are coming from India. This is Vodafone SR Limited, this is India traffic. So I leave all that out, and here you have US traffic. So you can find out actually how much of relevant traffic in terms of customers are coming in through mobile and how many of them are for other purposes, for example for carrier section, for press, for all that. So you can find that information out and take a decision on whether to implement mobile strategies here or not. So touch screens, again, obviously this information is something that you could have guessed. Look at Android, 62%, and iOS is 26%, but as I showed you, those are high-end devices and could be that the clients are using it. Here your screen resolution. This also gives you a very good idea about the kind of devices people are using. So from the screen resolution you can come to know whether they are high-end devices or low-end devices. So Google Analytics gives all this information to you, and if you go to conversions, which gives you the goal conversions, this is real-time data. This is real-time data, and you can see if you have set goals, what all goals that you have set and the users that are converting for it. So even for this you can view how many of them have converted through mobile and how many of them have converted through desktop. So again, that data that you saw, very few customers, very few users on the mobile phone, but if we go to goals and find out that a lot of them are converting from mobile, then again mobile is important for it. So Google Analytics is a very strong tool, but you have to do a lot of analysis yourself. You'll have to find out what that data means, interpret it perfectly, and it has information on your website. Even your apps can be built into it so that you can view who all are looking at your app, which screens they are looking at, when they are exiting from the app. So you can, this is a free tool and you can sign up for it, and you can log in with your normal Gmail account that you have and browse through this. Thank you.